So today we are going to look at ways to measure success. So how do you measure success? It's really important to define what success is and ways to track your progress, because your mind will have a tendency towards negative bias, and your mind will want to come up with all sorts of stories that can keep you in a perpetual cycle of not enough, never enough, and not good enough. And one way to support you with that negative mind that loves to speak very loudly is to find ways to track your success, find ways to measure success so you can see and acknowledge progress, that you are growing, that you are evolving, that things are moving, even if you haven't hit your end goal, your desired outcome. Your end goal and desired outcome may be a process, and it's going to be a process of a lot of little steps, little baby steps to get you to that end result. So we want to start really tracking the progress of those little steps, those little wins, before you reach, that big desired end result, because there's always going to be another level and there's always going to be more. So part of this journey is learning to acknowledge what is here now in those little moments of growth. So to begin with, I would like you to start tracking your relationship with money. How is your relationship with money? Because your relationship with money is a very important factor to wealth creation, to really creating wealth and finances in a way that brings fulfillment and that brings safety and that helps you to essentially feel good. So we want to start working on that. And this is a really great way to measure. On a side note, I want you to be tracking your income. And I want you to be tracking your outgoings. This is also really important. We want to look at the ground. We want to look at reality, what is here, what is not here. And that is one way to measure. So money in the bank, how much money you're making, how much money is here, is one way to measure success. It's an important piece. It's giving you data. It's giving you information. It's showing you what is here or what is not here in your physical reality. But also it's how you are feeling, how you are being. Your experience of money behind the scenes, to me, is a very, very important piece that will determine the action that you take or don't take. So please track the physical, tangible results. Yes, but we're going to look at your relationship with money for today's session. So I want you to connect to the amount of money that you're calling in, that you want to manifest. What are you choosing? What is your money goal? So that could be your next, your 12-month goal, or that can be your big money vision that you are holding space for. So first, connect the amount of money, welcoming it into the space, calling it here, welcoming the consciousness, the intelligence, that desired outcome. I would like you to spend some time now journaling with the following questions. Journaling with the following questions, or meditating with the questions if you prefer. What are your beliefs about this money? What do you believe to be true about this money? And just let the stream of consciousness out. Don't judge it, just let it out, because we want to let your unconscious beliefs out. So what do you believe about this money? You can pause this recording and come back when you're ready. So acknowledging the beliefs, being the witness for what is here, what comes up. What do you think about money? What are your thoughts about money? They're tied into your beliefs, but what are your thoughts? And what are the unconscious thoughts that are running you? So what do you think about money? What are the thoughts that you have about money? And again, be the witness. And you want to start witnessing what you're thinking about money throughout the day as well. But for this exercise, what do you think about money? What comes up with this question? You can pause the recording and come back when you're ready. What do you feel about money? What is the feeling that you have about money? And if you have trouble connecting to feeling, tap into your body. What is the sensation in your body when it comes to money? So this money is here. You're calling it in. What's the feeling? What happens in your body when it comes to this amount of money? You want to witness what is going on around how you're feeling about money and how your body is responding to that feeling. So again, witness, observe, a judgment-free place to see what is here. And please pause this recording and come back when you're ready. You know, when it comes to money, what action are you avoiding? What action are you avoiding? Is there an action that you know you should be doing or supposed to be doing that you're not doing? And again, it may be some unconscious, not taking action. So again, from a place of witnessing, ask that question, what action am I avoiding when it comes to money? Just be the witness. And please pause this recording and come back when you're ready. Now, what action are you taking when it comes to money? What is the action that you are taking around money, around wealth creation? And please write that down. And pause the recording and come back when you're ready. Beautiful. Just take a few deep breaths. You've created a safe space to be the loving witness of what is happening behind the scenes and usually in the unconscious around your relationship with money. So please just lovingly witness. We want to release any self-critic or judgment just to witness what is here. We are bringing consciousness to the unconscious to help you to see what is or is not in place so that you can know, so that you can reveal what is running you, where you're making decisions from. And we're going to hold this and track this. So what I would love you to do is then come back to these questions in about 3 months' time. Every quarter, come in and ask these questions again and review, coming back from a neutral space, just witnessing. How do you think about money? What are you believing about money? How are you feeling about money? What action are you not taking? What action are you taking? And then you can start to track your progress. Some things may continue to be in similar patterns, even after a few months, but you'll notice that some things will start to shift and change. And we want to track it because usually after you've made a change, it just becomes your new normal. And it's easy to forget, oh, there was a time where I wasn't thinking like that or feeling like that, or I wasn't taking that action, right? So we want to be able to find ways to track your progress, to track growth, because money in the bank is one way to track, and that's a great way to track. But we also want to be tracking the inner shifts and changes and transformations, which I think is incredibly important in terms of creating those outer results, and acknowledge what is moving, what is here. We want to celebrate those little wins and those successes every step of the way. Now, as I said in the beginning, you do want to be making sure that you are tracking your income, the money that's coming in, not just from your business, but all areas of life. So we want to be acknowledging the money that's here and track that growth, but also acknowledging the money that's going out. So you want to be tracking your expenses, the money going out, and starting to witness that as well. And looking at that. This does take a little bit of time, but you want to start to become aware of money coming in, acknowledging that money that's coming in. We want to welcome every little penny and also acknowledge all the money that's going out. So you want to start to become conscious and aware of every single penny that you are spending. And with this exercise, you want to become more and more conscious, more and more aware of your incomings and outgoings. And particularly with the outgoings, you want to start to become really aware of what you're spending your money on. Are you leaking your resources? Are you putting your money into things that's building your wealthy future? Or are you spending money on things that are draining your resources and pulling you further away from what you want? So ideally, you want your spending to be in alignment with where you're going, but this is a journey and this is a process. So again, start tracking it now and then come back. Ideally, you want to be tracking your incoming and outgoings every month, but you can come back to review it every quarter and acknowledging what is here. Again, from the place of the loving witness, because we're not always progressing in one straight line up. Sometimes it's up and down, right? But we want to start to witness, because when you're able to stay present with what is, it brings your consciousness to it, and you can start to make more conscious choices about not just your relationship with money, but how you're being with money and what you're choosing with money. Mostly we're making unconscious decisions. So the more conscious you can be, the more empowered you'll become, and it will help you step into becoming a more powerful, empowered manifestation master.